Well, this is a surprise, Mrs. Swift.
Why? Didn't Sky tell you I was expected?
It's 6 o'clock. You're a bit early.
Well, I hope I didn't cause any problems.
Oh, no, not at all.
Actually, I figured that Sky would have to hustle a few young things out of here, so I came early to catch him.
Well, Mr. Whitney's not even here, as a matter of fact.
Yes, well, I had that planned.
Oh?
I came a little early because I wanted to talk to you.
About anything in particular, Mrs. Swift?
Mm-hmm. Sky told me some very interesting information this afternoon, and I found the fact a little difficult to swallow.
Oh, and you want some verification?
Right. He said that even though he and Martine were very close, that Martine never wanted to become Mrs. Whitney. Is that true?
Well, Mr. Whitney doesn't talk to me about his private affairs.
Gunther, come on. When it comes to the life and times of Skyler Whitney, you are the most informed source.
Well, it's really not my place to say anything, Mrs. Swift.
Gunther, don't hold out on me. I know you know everything and anything that goes on around here. Why didn't you want to marry him?
Look, you're putting me in a very awkward position.
I'm not going to reveal my source. I just want to know. I thought we were friends.
Yeah, well, excuse me. Whitney residence.
Hello. I'm trying to reach Martine Duval.
Who's calling?
It's Tyler. Damian Tyler.
Well, you got the wrong number, mister.
Is this 555-7783?
Look, Miss Duval, for your information, doesn't reside here anymore.
Could you happen to tell me where I might reach her?
You might try the Wiley Dance Studio.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Tide. Women who count on cleaning put their trust in Tide. And by Mild Ivory Liquid. It helps hands stay young-looking.
Can these hands fool you? Whose mother and whose daughter? Can't tell? Meet Pat Kendall and Laura. They're both students at Northwestern.
When you're in school with students Laura's age, young-looking hands are very important.
And Mom's hands are very young-looking. Similar to mine.
Pat Kendall does lots of dishes. What's her secret?
She uses Ivory Liquid, and so do I.
I've used Ivory Liquid 20 years. It's very mild to my hands.
Lab tests show Ivory Liquid's mildest to hands of all leading brands.
It's thick and creamy looking. I love the rich suds. Nothing we tried gets dishes cleaner. I'm counting on keeping my hands young-looking, like Mom's, and Ivory Liquid will help.
Mild Ivory Liquid, because young-looking hands are worth holding on to.
Hey, I want to show you something. A cleaning test that just might surprise you. I'm going to take this muddy, ground-in dirt and hide it. That's right, hide it by tying it inside a knot to show you how Extra Action Tide can find that dirt and get it out. Let me show you how it works. Tide's actually attracted to dirt, even if the dirt is hidden. Tide gets in and gets the dirt out, even if it's hidden in a knot. Well, the knot's still here, but the dirt isn't. Tide cleaned through the knot. Surprised? Try Tide on your tough cleaning problems. Extra Action Tide. The extra action in Tide means dirt can't hide.
I got the help wanted sign already, and you don't have to give me 2 weeks' notice. So whenever you want to take off, just say the word.
By any chance, is this your way of telling me I'm not up for Waitress of the Year?
You're welcome to stay for as long as you like. Why you're still here is what puzzles me.
Well,
You and your old man were all set to take off for home, and then suddenly you change your mind.
yeah, well, we just decided to stay for a while, that's all. Figured being away from the pressures of home would, well, help us work things out.
East Meadows isn't exactly the place couples come to for a second honeymoon.
It's all right, it suits us just fine.
Well, what about your little girl? Don't you want to get back to her?
Sure, I miss her a lot. Can't wait to see her.
Well, I bet she feels the same way about you.
Well, I hope so, but in any case, she's in very competent hands.
It's not the same, hon.
Sid, I know that, but right now it's important for all of us, including my daughter, that my husband and I be here right now doing what we are doing so that we can find a way to live happily ever after.
Look, you and your hubby are a real nice couple, and I only want the best for you.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not trying to meddle in your affairs,
Okay, okay, look, if you are trying to say something to me, why don't you just say it?
Well, I just hope you're going about what you want in the right way.
Well, I am feeling very optimistic that things are going to work out just fine.
Why your husband had to take a job at that creepy hospital is beyond me.
Because one cannot live by love alone.
Yeah. Well, when are the two of you going to find a chance to kiss and make up when you hardly ever get to spend 10 minutes a day together?
I am not thrilled that he's working at the Rexford Clinic, believe me.
You want to get him out of there? I mean, I can ask around town and see if there are any other jobs available.
Oh, no, thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll just leave well enough alone for the time being. Besides, I think he'll be out of that place pretty soon.
Well, coffee breaks over June. The supper crowd will be in soon.
Oh, yes, then I must finish cleaning off the tables before they all get here.
Yeah. Well, listen, push the clam chowder tonight, okay? Oh, by the way, I got a cute little story to tell you. I got a phone call a little while ago, and someone wanted to know where the tavern was and if there was anyone named April around. Well, you being a June and her wanting to talk to an April, I thought that, well, it was kind of cute.
Who was it that called?
I don't know. I didn't ask. It's not like you need a reservation to get in the joint.
All right, look, was it a man or a woman?
It was a woman.
I really wish Nicole were here to advise you, Jody.
Go ask your big sister. That's a cop-out.
Well, now, wait a minute. When it comes to the medical profession, I'm very well versed, but I don't know beans about show business.
I'm just asking you for your opinion.
Well, if I had an opinion that I thought would help you make an intelligent decision, I would lay it right on you.
Well, I'm going to have to give Mr. Whitney an answer soon. What do I tell him?
Well, you're obviously intrigued by the offer, aren't you?
Could you blame me?
No, not for a second.
I don't know what to do.
Well, now listen, you were willing to work for the man before his breakup with Martine, right?
Things are different now. The job offer is different. He wants me to be his lead, his principal dancer.
Well, what's the matter with that? Does that scare you?
Scared to death. First of all, I'm inexperienced. When I signed on with the Whitney, I signed on as a member of the chorus. But to start out as the lead, that's a pretty big jump to make.
Well, I have an awful lot of confidence in your ability, Jody. I think you can do it.
I'm still not sure why Skyler Whitney wants me.
Maybe he has a lot of confidence in you, too.
Come on, with his bank account, he could afford to have anybody. Why take a chance on an unknown?
Well, I would hate to think that his motives were anything but impeccable, but there just might be a little tinge of sweet revenge in his offer.
How do you mean?
Wait. To be continued. Well, bonsoir.
Bonsoir,
Entree.
I hope I didn't stop at a bad time.
Oh, you came at a very good time tonight. Can I take your coat?
Yes, sure, thank you.
Poor little Jody here was just stewing over Mr. Whitney's offer, and she can't make a decision.
I see. All I've managed to do is give myself a headache.
I think she needs a little bit of help in weighing pros and cons.
Well, I think it is the most important decisions that Jody will ever have to make.
Well, I've been telling her I thought you'd be the best person to come to for advice.
I don't think so. Well, you see, I think the best thing for me would be to stay out of this completely. I'm sorry, Jody.
Why? You understand the situation and my confusion better than anybody.
Yes, but I just can't look at it objectively, you see.
I'd still appreciate anything you could tell me.
Well, I could tell you that, personally, I trust Sky Whitney as far as I can throw him.
Oh, well, that's an encouraging character reference, isn't it?
But, when he took me under his wing, he worked for me very well and very hard.
All right, 1 point for his side.
Oh, I know you two mean well, but this is not helping.
Well, we're trying the best we can, you know?
But all you're doing is giving me little bits and pieces of information. I mean, I can't possibly put it all together like a computer and blurt out an answer, yes or no.
Well, essentially, Jody, that's what you're going to have to do.
Why doesn't somebody tell me what to do?
Well, Jody, you're a big girl now. I think you have to make up your own mind.
Martine, I wonder if I could ask a question of you.
Sure.
If you were in Jody's shoes, how would you respond to Mr. Whitney's offer?
You really would like to know?
Yeah, what would you say?
Well, I think I would say yes.
Mom's incredible. She has arthritis, but insists on making the family breakfast, even when her arthritis is acting up. Some mornings when she got up, she'd take aspirin, but she's more careful to use Bufferin now. Aspirin sometimes upset her stomach, but Bufferin adds protection ingredients. Bayer and Anacin don't. Bufferin relieves her minor pain and its stiffness fast.
Morning, Grandma.
And it works for hours. I'm glad Mom's more careful to use Bufferin now.
My gray hair makes me feel so old. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wash that gray right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that gray right out of my hair.
Loving Care Color Lotion washes away your gray and washes in your own natural color. It's gentle. It has no peroxide or ammonia. Loving Care is really different.
So I wash that gray right out of my hair. Oh yes, I wash that gray right out of my hair.
With Clairol Loving Care.
You seem so fascinated by what I'm doing. Maybe I should give you this broom so you can find out firsthand how much fun this is.
Gavin, you're doing such a good job. I wouldn't want to take the fun away from you.
Maybe one of these days I'll be able to afford to hire somebody to do this for me.
Nothing's changed in a couple of hours.
What are you talking about?
Well, we had breakfast this morning. You seemed to be in such a good mood. We were even turning on to the possibility of doing a dance program on WMON.
I haven't lost interest in the idea.
So I was under the impression that Gavin Wiley had everything he could ask for.
Contrary to popular belief, my cup does not runneth over.
Okay. All right, the choreography job is over. But you've got the lady that you've wanted for years.
You think I have, Martine?
You're back together.
The return engagement's been wonderful, Kelly.
So what's wrong?
Martine was by before. We got to talking about things. Jody's situation with Sky Whitney, the future of the dance studio, setting the date for our wedding.
Wait a minute. The wedding? Well, how about that? Congratulations, Gavin.
Don't run out to buy any rice. Martine turned down the proposal.
She what?
She said no.
Gavin, I'm sorry.
Get in line.
Well, did she give you any kind of reason?
All she said was that she thought it was best that we leave things the way they are.
It's a tough break.
Well, it's certainly not the answer I expected.
Well, I really can't blame her for the way that she feels.
Oh, you figure that Martine is too good for a bum like me? Thanks.
No, it's nothing like that.
Then why won't she marry me?
It's the situation that's making her shy away.
What situation?
A lot of heavy things have come down in the last couple of days.
Yeah, everything's turned upside down, that's for sure.
You know, all of a sudden, Martine is no longer the lead dancer of the Whitney Dance Company, and here you are working back regular hours at the dance studio. So maybe Martine doesn't consider this to be the ideal time to talk about marriage.
Maybe.
Still, I think you should talk to her about it.
I don't know.
Why not?
I'm afraid to find out it's something else.
Like what?
Like maybe Martine still has feelings for Sky Whitney.
Oh, come on, forget about him.
I'd love to. But what if Martine can't? She's spent over a year with the guy.
Martine walked out on Whitney, remember?
Still, all that time must mean something.
It means that she knows now that she was wrong about him.
Maybe she doesn't want to get married to me because she still isn't sure.
Beautiful.
Here's a little housewarming gift.
Oh, I'll get the glasses.
Use these.
Oh, Puritan oil.
Puritan's part of our diet to fight cholesterol.
And it makes food taste great.
I always use corn oil. Puritan has more polyunsaturates than corn oil. It also looks lighter. It tastes lighter.
You have excellent taste and gifts.
Puritan, a delicious part of your diet to fight cholesterol.
Greasy dirt can be a problem all over the kitchen. How do you clean it?
I would use ammonia.
I use ammonia.
What if I told you Top Job in water cleans greasy dirt straight ammonia can?
I probably would disagree. Go ahead and prove it.
Ammonia's good for some jobs, but not greasy dirt.
I think the top job is cleaning, and the ammonia isn't cleaning. The top job cleaned the grease off, and the ammonia didn't. Top job certainly tops ammonia.
Let Top Job cut clean through greasy dirt around your kitchen.
And Ruth, you're supposed to be a guest.
Oh, I just did some shopping.
And you did the dishes.
Goodness, the glasses you washed last night are so clear. Mine are spotty.
I'm surprised at Cascade.
Wasn't Cascade. You were out, so I bought this bargain brand. But now you got spots.
Cascade can make a difference.
Try Cascade. Most bargain brands can leave drops that spot, but Cascade sheeting action leaves glasses virtually spotless. So you can see why Cascade's the better buy.
Well, this is becoming a pleasant habit, coming home and finding you here.
Hey, you invited me here. Are you confusing me with another woman? You better get your signal straight.
Well, you are a little bit early.
My watch stopped. Would you like a drink, sir?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, where are they?
Where are what?
Well, my robe and slippers and evening paper.
I beg your pardon.
Well, since you're here, you may as well fetch them for me.
Talk about great expectations. Buy yourself a dog, sir.
Well, if we're going to be going out, you're going to have to give me a couple of minutes to change here.
Do we have to go out tonight?
Well, yeah, there's this new chili stand that just opened over on Elm Street that I'm just dying to check out.
Tell you what, why don't I call room service and we'll spend a nice, quiet evening here.
Your wish is my command, Raven. You know that. Well, Gunther, it seems we won't be needing your services just yet.
Very good, Mr. Whitney. What time would you like for me to return so I can drive Mrs. Swift home?
Tomorrow morning.
Mr. Whitney?
You heard the lady, Gunther. You've got the evening off.
Thank you, Mr. Whitney. I hope that you and Mrs. Swift have a very enjoyable evening.
Come by around 8:30 and don't be late because I have a hair appointment at 10.
I'll be here. I'll see you in the morning.
Now, I will call room service and order the menus, and you can slip into something more comfortable.
You really aren't afraid to say what you want, are you, Raven?
Well, I feel like this is home a little.
Evidently. You've just about got the run of the place here now, even with the hired help.
Did I say something wrong?
Well, Gunther has been known to become upset when people other than myself tell him what to do.
Oh, well, I'm not afraid of Gunther.
Theoretically, he does take his orders from me.
Well, then I know I don't have to worry. You admire my legs too much to have them broken.
What did you just say?
It was a joke.
What you said wasn't funny.
I think I'll call room service. I'm starving.
Would you happen to be alluding to that rumor about Gavin Wiley?
No. It wasn't anything conscious. It just slipped out.
How did you find out about it?
I don't know. What's the big deal?
I'd like to know your source, Raven.
I don't remember where I heard it.
You wouldn't happen to have mentioned this little idea to Martine by any odd chance, would you?
Sky, I don't even know her.
No.
I do not like this interrogation.
You're being evasive, my darling. I don't like that.
All right. I didn't say anything to Martine. My God. It sounds like you think I'm capable of anything.
That's right, I do.
Well, you're right. Hey, when I want something,
I'll go for it. So watch out, huh? Now, why don't you go get dressed? And I'll call room service.
Well, Gavin, I think if you show Martine a little time and a little patience, everything will work out all right.
We'll see.
Okay.
Have a nice supper with Jody.
Right.
Say hello for me. Oh, listen. If you can turn around the conversation to Sky Whitney's offer, see if you can convince Jody what a wrong move it would be for her to get mixed up with that rat.
I'm gonna do the best I can.
I mean, this idea of Whitney's a little off the wall. You gotta admit that.
Skyler Whitney is not the ideal employer for Jody. But if she was good enough to be in the chorus last week, she still is now.
Whitney doesn't want her for the corps de ballet anymore. He wants to promote her to top billing.
He what?
Whitney has offered Jody to be the prima, the star. Now, don't get me wrong, Jody's a fine dancer, and she may be able to pull it off. But I think this is really a case of her getting too much too soon.
Why did Skyler Whitney make Jody an offer like that?
Who knows? What I do know is if Jody accepts the offer, she may be jeopardizing her career.
Well, Jody is the first one to tell you that she's got a long way to go.
Let me tell you something. As level-headed as Jody is, the lure of seeing her name up there in lights may be just too much for her.
Gavin, does Jody know how you feel about this?
I just heard about it this afternoon. I just hope that she doesn't make any commitments to Whitney.
So do I.
Well, let me know how it goes.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Can I help you?
That would be nice.
My name is Gavin Wiley. I run the place. Are you here to take lessons, or you just want to limber up?
I'm really not a dancer, except for a little disco now and then.
Well, you came to the wrong place. I can give you the name of a studio that does all those popular steps, if you like.
Actually, I'm looking for someone, Mr. Wiley. A dancer by the name of Martine Duval.
May I ask why?
I met her briefly last year in Paris. Very briefly. As a matter of fact, she probably won't even recognize me. I was told I might find her here.
Martine's not in.
You do know her, though?
I don't expect her back until later. Now, if you'd like to leave your name, I'll be glad to tell her that you've been around.
What's your relationship with Ms. Duval?
I really don't think that's any of your business.
It's just a friendly question.
I'm not in a friendly mood, okay?
Now, how would it hurt you to tell me?
Read my lips, buddy. Get out of here now. Now, if you're not going to go quietly, I'm going to have to call the cops.
Hey, relax. You won't have to bother yourself.
Are you leaving?
Sure.
How about giving me your name?
It's Tyler. Damian Tyler. So long.
Nacho cheese-flavored Doritos brand tortilla chips are so cheesy and crunchy. America's favorite snack chip.
Hey, Charlie, you're out of nacho cheese Doritos. Got another bag?
No, but I got lots of others. Snacks.
No more?
It was a lovely party, Charlie.
Getting late, Charlie.
In fact, people love that cheesy flavor so much that no matter what else you run out of, if you want to keep cheese lovers happy, never run out of nacho cheese Doritos.
Is that a new Five Alive flavor?
Five Alive Fruit Punch.
What makes it so refreshing?
Well, speaking for the Smiths, it's the grape and apple, right?
And also speaking, it's the lemon and cherry, right?
It's new Five Alive Fruit Punch. 60% real juice from 5 delicious fruits. Is it the apple, grape, lemon, cherry, or pineapple that makes it so refreshing?
We think it's the pineapple, the grape.
Snow Crop 5 Alive, the all-natural refresher. Now in 2 delicious flavors.
Felix tries to get Oscar to raise money for his financially troubled opera on The Odd Couple tonight at 11 on Channel 48. Tonight at 6, a ruthless mobster wants to turn a quiet town into a gambling haven on Wonder Woman. Then Grady decides to uproot himself and move in with his daughter on Sanford and Son tonight at 7 on Channel 48.
Nothing
Hey, nothing. I'm sorry. This stupid thing just rolled off the plate.
Oh, don't worry about it. You held out for 2 days before dropping your first plate.
Well, look, if I happen to cost you any money, you just take it out of my pay, okay?
Oh, don't be silly.
Well, look, I'll get better. It won't happen again.
Hey, you don't look like you're in very good shape tonight.
No, really, I'm fine, really.
Are you sure you're not coming down with the flu for real?
No, just a little tension, that's all.
Honey, I've seen people sinking in quicksand that look more relaxed than you do.
Sid, I will be fine.
Go upstairs, take a couple of aspirin, and lie down for a while.
I can't do that. I'm working.
The customers aren't lined up exactly 3 deep. I can hold down the fort for a while.
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to leave you down here all by yourself. See, I mean, the workers coming.
Hi, Casey. Parker will be with you in a minute.
Okay.
Look, you're so tense. You're making me nervous. Now go upstairs before I start dropping plates, too.
All right. I will go up and relax for a little while, and then I'll come back downstairs.
As soon as things start jumping, I'll give you a call, holler, okay?
It's very nice of you, you know.
Go take care of yourself.
I'll be okay as soon as my husband gets back here.
I'll let you know as soon as his handsome face comes through the door. What a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this, I'll never know. Oh, that's right, Sidney. Keep daydreaming while the customers come in. Never seen her in here before.
But can't breathe.
You didn't take your contact, did you?
No.
And you were going to work today. That's my man. Keep going.
Charge.
You choose. Label says take this, but only when you stay home. Take this, and you'll need 6 for just today.
6?
Or take this one little contact.
That settles it. But what's this improved?
That's good. Means you'll get all their decongestant without their pain and cough things.
I'll phone you from the office. Contact is the keeps you going cold medicine. Hello.
Have you seen what's been happening to Pyrex ware?
Well, I'll be hornswoggled.
It's not just for cooking.
Well, blow me down.
It's for serving, too.
Hot dog.
Wow, out of sight.
Tinted Pyrex. Well, I'll be a blue-nosed gopher.
Goodness gracious, sakes alive.
The new Pyrex. You'd be surprised.
Holy cow.
Tomorrow night at 8, see more movie with fewer commercials when Richard Egan and Diane Baker star in a story about the invasion of Persia. A movie spectacular you won't want to miss, 300 Spartans. Now stay tuned as Robert Urich and Connie Stevens guest star on The Love Boat next on Channel 48.
This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
You know, I really love my furniture, so I take care of it with something special. Old English. Look, wood finishes magnified can look like this. Old English Aerosol's blend of 3 moisturizers can actually seep into the finish. Protects as it polishes. Helps preserve the natural beauty of your furniture as it shines. And Old English Aerosol's a snap to use. Why do I use Old English? Because I really love my furniture. Help preserve the natural beauty of your furniture with Old English.
Hi, Mr. Burke. What's new?
Oh, Colgate, that's what.
Colgate? New?
Look, it's got a new, improved taste.
But we'd like Colgate like it is.
You'll like this one even better. It's a fresher, 100% pure mint taste.
It is better, fresher. Will we still get great checkups?
You bet. Colgate's MFP fluoride still gives unbeaten cavity protection.
Pure mint taste, great checkups.
Hi, Fran. What's new?
Colgate, better than ever.
New improved Colgate. Taste what's new.
The showdown continues tonight at 7:30 when the Philadelphia 76ers meet the Boston Celtics in Game 2 for the NBA Eastern Conference Championship.
Hi, Mr. Burke. What's new?
Oh, Colgate, that's what.
Colgate, new?
Look, it's got a new, improved taste.
But we'd like Colgate like it is.
You'll like this one even better. It's a fresher, 100% pure mint taste.
It is better, fresher. Will we still get great checkups?
You bet. Colgate's MFP fluoride still gives unbeaten cavity protection.
Pure mint taste, great checkups.
Hi, Fran. What's new?
Colgate, better than ever.
New improved Colgate. Taste what's new.
WKBS, Burlington, Philadelphia.
The customers aren't exactly lined up 3 deep. I can hold down the fort for a while.
Sid, I don't want to leave you in here all by yourself. See what I mean?
Hi, Casey. Park it. I'll be with you in a minute. Honey, seeing you so tensed up is making me nervous. Now go up to your room before I start dropping dishes.
All right. Look, I will go upstairs and I will relax for just a few minutes, all right?
All right. When things start jumping down here, I'll give you a holler.
You know, this is really very nice of you.
Go take care of yourself, okay?
They need another grown-up to help them. And that's why men and women in nearly 400 American communities are volunteering as big brothers and big sisters. Join with them to become part of something big. Volunteer today to be a big brother or big sister.
In Delaware, call 654-5301.
The signs on Channel 48 point all the way as the Philadelphia 76ers take on the